Oh, hello and welcome again to RC Model Reviews. In fact, the not so weekly news. And look, I've got my list because I'm old and I forget. Every week I forget. But the not so weekly news is becoming more weekly, isn't it? I've been trying to get the videos out at a pace that I can sustain and that keeps you happy. So hopefully you're happy. And as you can see, I'm currently working on the fin-wing penguin because this is part 2 of a lot of reviews. It's part 2 of the fin-wing penguin. It's part 2 of the the ArcBird OSD autopilot return to launch system. It's part 2 of the RMileC review and part 2 of the Foxtech Horizon HD camera, recording camera. So all the stuff is going in here and we're going to do a whole lot of testing at once. So stay tuned for that. That could be pretty exciting and interesting. But having tested this RMileC stuff on the bench, I'm not going to throw it in here and just hope it works because, as you see in my review, I'm not happy about that. So what I've done is I've created the catfish penguin. Look at this. See that? It's got whiskers. It's got these big whiskers here, which are actually the antennas for the RMileC receiver because I bought 2 receivers. And so one of them's in the AXN. So I'll be flying this. It's got the backpack on it. I'll fly this out to the limits of the video range or the limits of the RC range, whichever comes first. And I certainly hope it's the video limit because this doesn't have a return to launch, doesn't have any kind of safety stuff. So if it flies out of range, it lands or it crashes and I go for a big long walk. But I'll try a couple of 3K and see how we go. And if it does a couple of 3K on here, I'll be happy enough to put it into the penguin and then we'll do that part of the review. But initially I'll be test flying this with the 2.4, the FreeSky 2.4, but I'll test it with 2.4 and then I will put the 2.4 booster that I've got here, put the 2.4 booster on the FreeSky system and see if it really makes a difference to the range. So we're going to be testing a whole lot of stuff in this airframe and I thank Over the Horizon FPV in Australia for sending me this because it's going to be a valuable part of the RC Model Reviews testing arsenal. And be putting these 5.8 gig transmitters on. I got the 500 milliwatt one, I got the 1 watt one, and we'll do some comparisons there. Just see if the math or the theory works out in practice. Will I really get the expected increase in range with these transmitters? We'll find out. Should be pretty cool. So that's really where I'm up to. A little quick reminder though, if you're a manufacturer, if you're a distributor, a retailer, and you've got a really cool RC product, I mean look at the guys from, what was it, RC Copilot, the safe to fly system. They sent me a product, I reviewed it, it was a pretty good product. If you've got a need for it, I think it's quite nice. And hopefully they were enjoying the promotion that came from that. Like the AXN itself, I looked at the AXN, built one, flew it, loved it, reviewed it, did a build video, and now they've sold thousands more than they would have otherwise because a lot of people watch this channel. So if you've got a really good product and you're confident that it's a good product, not a piece of crap, then send it to me. And if it turns out to be a good product, then lots of people will find out about it. If it's crap, they'll find that out too. So if it's something like the Spyhawk, which I got sent, and I didn't like for a number of reasons, and it's still sitting over there broken in pieces because it crashed because of the intermittent fault, then if you've got a crap product, I will tell people about that too. So make sure your product's good if you're going to send it in. If you've got any doubts, well, maybe you best not send it in. And in which case I go out and I buy it and then I review it anyway. So there you go. That's about it for another not so. Oh yeah, one more thing. I keep forgetting. I'll write the list, but I forget anyway. The logo contest. If you've done an RC Model Reviews logo, now a couple of people have sent stuff in. Not a big overwhelming response, I've got to say. So I'm upping the ante. Originally I was going to offer a couple of receivers and a diversity controller, but now I'm going to throw in an FPV backpack with a Sony 600 TV line camera, wide dynamic range. So basically you're going to get everything you need apart from your model and your glasses or your LCD screen. And you can go FPVing. So you'll be able to go, have a lot of fun FPVing in the northern summer if you're up north. So get ready for it. Go and sketch out your designs and try and submit something and I'll get them turned into t-shirts and cups and caps and goodness knows what so people can spread the word about RC Model Reviews and you'll win yourself a really cool FPV system like no one else has. This time that's it. Now I'm going. I've got to finish this. The light's I'm losing the light. It's late in the afternoon and the summer's shot to hell. So better hurry up. If you like the video, thumbs up. Tell your friends, more viewers the better. And if you've got comments, questions on the bottom, I'm going back to work. So I'll see you again real soon on RC Model Reviews.